Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to check out keys in React Query. We can try and figure out what keys are and how can we implement them and use them in React Query. And we're going to try to understand that by checking out this really simple example that I have implemented that basically fetches dog images based on what breed we selected. So first, let us answer what are keys in React Query. So let's just check out a simple example for keys. So if you see this example right here, we use useQuery and we send this string as the first parameter in this useQuery. So this string is the key that we send to useQuery. If anything, the first parameter that we send in useQuery is its key, and this is a compulsory thing that we need to send useQuery so that it can maintain its caching internally. So keys are used by React Query's useQuery hook or any hook in React Query to maintain its caching internally and all the other stuff that React Query automates. It does it to like maintain okay, so this is the API that we're caching and all that logic internally. So let us try to understand this keys by this simple example that I just implemented. So this is the code for the example, and I'll give you a brief review on what this actually does. So first, we have this select that basically we use to select what breed that we just clicked on, and then we have the image that renders the breed, that renders the data from this use query that it returns. So basically what happens is whenever I select a particular option, it updates the state, and we send this updated state, the state that we maintain as the breed name, as one of the keys in this useQuery hook. So the first parameter right here is the key for the useQuery hook, and key doesn't necessarily need to be a string. It can be it can be a string, or it can be an array of objects, or it can be an array of items, or it can be an object with keys in them. That's it. But basically key value pairs. The main thing that you need to understand is that it needs to be serializable, as in it needs to be iteratable. That's the only thing that React Query needs. So so the best way to actually send keys is by sending an array of information. So what do you actually send inside this key? So the first thing that needs to be in your key is that it needs to basically define what your use query is. For example, this is basically dog API. This text can be anything you want, but basically it just defines your use query. And all the other information is depending on what you need to get the API. For example, for this use query hook, I just need the breed name to fetch the images of that particular breed. So I send this state that we're maintaining that gets updated whenever I update this as one of the keys in this use query hook. So what happens is whenever I update this select option right here, the state gets updated, and when the key changes, React Query fires this get data function again. So that is exactly what is happening in this example right here. So whenever I click on a particular uh, option, the key gets updated because the use state gets updated, and React Query fires the API and gets data. That is all what a key is. Key is basically first you basically say what use query that you're using. It can be any name that you want, and the rest of the information that you send inside the key is information for the API that you're going to hit. It can be anything. So right now we just have the name. Let's just say I want like Pomeranians of which are in white color. So I need to send two information. I just need to send the name of the breed and then the color. So I would send the color over here, which I would maintain it in uh, something like, oh, excuse me for my typos, but you basically understand. You send the data over here, and whatever data you send over here as keys gets is sent inside this function. Is sent inside this get data function right here. So again, I have covered about this use query, like what are these functions and additional configs that you can use in my use query video that I did previously. So please check that out if you're free. I'll leave a link in the description below. So yeah, so all the data that you send over here is sent in this get data function, and you basically send this over here, and then React Query fetches it. And the thing about React Query is it also maintains cache. Like for example, oh wait, what just happened? Okay, my server suddenly like turned off for some reason. Uh, okay, so if this starts properly, it should work. Yeah. So if you watch closely, when I click Boxer once, you get that loading. It just happens fast. So when you click that, wait. So let me just like kind of like refresh again. So when you click boxing, you get that is loading, and it just like comes on fast. You get that flicker, right? So I'll do that again. Right, so right, I don't think that's like kind of visible. Yeah, so if you watch closely, you get that like is loading flicker, right? But when you click like Boxer the second time, what React Query does, it actually fetches the data. So when you click Boxer again, React Query fetches the data, but React Query compares this data with its cache that is maintained over here. So if you see, if I click Akita again, it gets it from the cache. A new query is not being hit. So what React Query does, it compares okay information that got from the API from this to the one that maintains in the cache, and it uses to track the API's data with the keys that you send, right? So that is what keys are, again used internally to cache, and you can send all data regarding the API. So it uses it to like maintain its cache, and it compares whether okay if the data is same. If the data is same, it gets data from the cache. That's why you don't get the is loading sign when you click on the breed the second time, because the data is already present in the cache. So this is what useQuery is. useQuery, the keys are in the useQuery hook or any hook in React Query. You can send information for the API that you're going to hit, and then it uses its caching to maintain. It uses keys to maintain all its caching logic internally. So that is all what keys are. I hope you understand what they are. How React Query like hits the API again when the keys are gets updated, and basically it maintains its caching logic in using the keys. So that's it for the video, guys. If you like this and found this useful, please like and subscribe. I post videos on React.js related topics every week. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.